Okay, I clicked that button, and let's see. Oh my god, I see snowflakes on the screen. Oh, that's better, it changed. Alright, hey, I think I'm on. Oh my god. Welcome everyone, glad to have you all on board today. Hey, what happened? Oh my god, now they're throwing commercials in there. There we go, fix that. Alright, mic is on, perfect. We can hear you. Thank you, Sharon, Sharon Stewart. And hello to everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. I am going to turn that music down though and get it right off of there. There we go. And welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board today. We've got some interesting news about Iceland and possibilities. Music is down. Okay, good. Thank you. Anyway, before we get going, welcome to Arizona Snowman and Piggy. Those are our moderators right now. I didn't see Bob yet. He's probably in here and just gave a thumbs up or something and snuck away. That is a C&D boy, of course. So if he's here as well, welcome to my moderators. And they do an absolutely fantastic job, you guys. So, you know, keep them happy. I give them that respect. And remember to try to keep your emojis to 5 emojis at the most. That would be all right. The only one that can break that rule is me, of course. It's okay. Anyway, as you see on the screen, we have day 49 on there right now. And I remember day 49 was very, very awesome. Lots of lava and some very high, I guess you'd call them plumes of lava coming out of there. And it looked really awesome. So glad to be able to share that with you. And anyway, first person in today is actually Hermione, because her cat Fluffy told her to get to the computer. It's Volcano Stream Time. So thank you, Fluffy. And there you go. I think Fluffy secretly wanted lava cookies. So that's kind of what we got to do. Anyway, welcome to all of you. We'll get into saying hello here in, I guess, well, we can probably start now. And we'll start with Billy Bob Joe. Welcome, as well as Paul Williams, Sarah Miles, Kate is back, Garabandal is in the house, Sharon Stewart is here, OneFish26, Sarah Miles, Tracy Bills, and Sue Hayes. There's that Sharon Stewart again. Paul Williams again, maybe. Henry Nelson is here. Of course, Hermione Schaefer, and glad to have you on board. Gura is back. Karen is also here. Welcome. Going up the list a little bit more to see who else snuck in. We got Tracy already, we got Billy Bob Joe, and more commercials. What the heck, they really crank those commercials in there. I don't know why they do that. Bad, but we got rid of it. That's okay. There we go. Let's see, going up. Amelia, Sixth Sense Amelia is here. Welcome, Amelia, glad to have you on board. And nice to see you again. Grandma B is in the house. Thanks, Grandma B, for coming. And let's see, going up some more. I did see some other names I didn't see before or for a while. I know CVET is back. CVET69, welcome. Tom is in the house as well. And let's see, we got Kate already. Going up a little bit more. Okay. Dennis Ray was in here. Yeah. Welcome back, Dennis Ray. I haven't seen you in a while. and going up a little bit more to see, there was a couple other names I seen that were from days gone by, I guess is what I should say. All right, we got Amelia, we got Karen, okay, Garabandel, we got already, and a lot of chatting going on, which is really, really good. That's what we want in this channel. So everybody is a one big happy lava family. Going up here, I'm still scrolling, trying to find who else it was that I seen that snuck in, and hopefully I'll find them soon. Derek Shave, welcome back, and good to see you. Let's see, anyone else that I missed? Tetra is in the house, of course, and Kevin Haynes, if I haven't mentioned those two names. Christian is back, welcome, and good to have you back on board. And I'm up as high as I can get, and I don't see any other names, so hopefully I've got most of you. And yep, going up, just double checking down here at the bottom. I guess sometimes roll call is a little slow. All right, just checking, double checking, triple checking, you know, all those things. You got to check it and then check it again. All right, we're good for now. So that is awesome. Now I'm gonna be a little bit of a tease, and we're gonna go to Italy first. To Sicily. I'm going to stop this, and of course we already have the music turned down, so that's all good. And let us pop over to Italy. Hopefully it's still showing what I wanted. Yep, it is. And there we go, from this morning. And if I dare hit the button, it's going to skip ahead. No? Yep, it did too. Darn it! I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, looking at the other shot from very early this morning at 9:28 a.m. It was clear and sunny, and you can definitely still see the off-gassing up at the top of Mount Etna, and it is a beautiful view, and they've got some nice sunny skies lighting up the beautiful green trees and stuff like that. Things are growing. Spring has sprung, and they're doing their thing. Let's see. Let's skip that and see what it did. Yeah, it took me way too far. All right. I was trying to get the earlier stuff, but anyway, this is a good indicator of what it's still doing. So we are definitely getting some off-gassing there. And that is pretty cool, and hopefully Etna will continue to do that. And of course, when we are on the other shot, you can see it from afar, and we can keep going with the other shots. This one, of course, being nighttime already there, and it is a 1 a.m. so or just thereafter. And that's kind of why we go back in time, because we can't see in the dark. This is what it was like earlier in the day, though, 13:16 or about 1:15 in the afternoon. And that is what built up and developed there as far as clouds. So as soon as we get, like this one here is, again, 1:15. If we move ahead a little bit, you can see those clouds started to get in there. And, oh, of course, and now I'm not going to have clouds. I know they were there. I seen them. Oh, okay. So I guess it must have cleared up this afternoon a little bit then. And, oh, that's going right into the dark. Too far. Oh yeah, there's my clouds. I found them. That's what I was looking at earlier and thinking, hey, we can't see a darn thing. So anyway, that is what Etna is doing today. I'm going to put that back to live so I don't miss anything, and this one as well. And it looks pretty good. We did see it from the 3 different angles so far. Here's the 4th angle, and just to give you a little bit of an idea. And there you go. And oh, that one actually shows that plume quite vividly up here, and that is really nice to see. That is again just at 1:49 this afternoon Sicily time. So looks pretty cool, you guys, and hoping that it's going to get a little bit more wild. We'll see what happens in the future here. Of course, you know, we've seen this for what, 4 or 5 days now. Some pretty heavy smoke and stuff coming up out of there, little puffs, and I'm hoping that we're going to see a little bit more action coming in the near future. And I wouldn't put it past Etna and to be able to do that, but it should. Anyhow, I want to take you to Iceland now, and let's see if we're on the right picture here. We'll get to, oh, I don't know, we'll pick a picture. Oh, a nice bright one. Yeah, there, that'll work. All right, over to Iceland we go. That happened to be your start screen today, or the thumbnail, and I thought, yeah, it's appropriate, and we like it. Anyway, we'll run back through the day here. So the day started out a little bit weird in Iceland, as you can see, and it started with a little bit of snow in the wee hours. So snow and steaming, and then that snow went away, which is really nice. Then it got foggy and cloudy for a little while, and then it got clear again, and this is where it gets really interesting. And that is a nice looking picture there. Of course, you can see the trails without any problems here. Even a couple of people up there, so some tourists are looking, and I want to kind of, I'm going to tease you. I want you to remember this area up here. Okay, that is important for now. First, I'm going to go over to the other picture though, and let's have a look at the parking lot 3, and oh, maybe we won't. Let's go over here. We'll look at Reykjavik while that is reloading. Of course, timing. There we go. We're back. Parking lot number 3, and of course you can see even vehicles still coming in at the late hour. I don't know what's going on down here, but they sure got a lot of stuff down there. Maybe more bands doing music down there. It almost looks like it, and it looks like they're taking a whole bunch of stuff and moving it. And yep, that's what they're doing. You can see them right there. So when you see that next music video, that's where it'll be, right there. And you can take a snapshot right now. I just did, for those good people who want to have a look at that later on, and that is pretty cool to see. So that actually is kind of awesome. Anyway, I know I'm teasing you guys, going, well, what's the big news? What's the big news? We'll get to it. Here's your berm down here, and the end of the lava flow, of course. And we'll slide back over here, and the big news, well, I'll give you some big news. Let's go back over here to this picture for a second. And oh, I didn't want to spoil that yet. I want you to pay attention. Remember what I said, look up here. Okay, this is a cloud. That is cloud. This is clouds up top. But what is this right there? That is something we haven't seen for a while. And if we go to the next picture, you can definitely see it a whole bunch better. And whoop, I clicked. Now you see what's going on there? That's off-gassing. Yes, Why? We haven't seen steam coming off of there for months. Why is there steam slash smoke now? Okay, something is going on, and we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it here in a second. So, what has been confirmed is that there is magma in the magma chambers about 16 kilometers down. That magma is still quite a ways down. If it's 16 kilometers, it is really quite far. So if anyway, let's go to the rumble chart. We're going to carry on with this. I did refresh this just a little bit ago, but I'm going to do that again just so we're right up to date here. And oh yeah, another one. Okay, as you can see here, we had one earthquake right off the scale up there, and we had a bunch of multiple earthquakes right at kind of midnight UTC is when it happened. And then after that we had a bunch of other quakes, and you can definitely see the lines of these spikes popping up. And in here I just wanted to note that that's quite heavy. It's not like over here where just got a fairly thin line. This is actually quite heavy. There's a lot of activity going on. Something is definitely amiss, or afoot, if you want to call it that. And the chart is on the way up. While I don't know about right now, if it depends on what the next line coming up looks like. But that is something that I'm just floored by, that we're starting to see a little bit more activity. But anyway, I clicked on the wrong thing. I do actually want to go back here for a second and actually take a snapshot of this. There we go. I did a quick screenshot just so I have it. And that way it's on the record here for us for the future. Anyway, looking at that, that is pretty cool. So let us move over to our earthquake map, and we're going to have a look there, and then I'll get into it a little bit more as to what is kind of suspect as far as things are concerned. And of course I didn't click that button here when I refreshed it, and first thing you see on the screen, of course, is that big star. And yeah, that star's in the right place. Before we get to that star, I wanted to check up top here, see if there's anything else going on. And we do have a few little ones, and they are just kind of isolated. Actually, it's not that little, 1.8, 7.1 kilometers down, 9:39 this morning. And then when we head over here, we have a couple more, 1.7, and let's see, and he's got a couple of friends, 1.1s. This one is 6.7 kilometers down, 12:44 was the time on that. This guy here, 12:41, also, you know, like I say, 1.1, but 6.5 kilometers down, 6.4, 6.5, pretty close. This one a little shallower, 5.8, 1.1, and the time on it was 12:51. There was a few more over here on the other side. We'll let it catch up. These are just little guys, kind of independents, 1.1s. Not sure what they're about. 12:31, and of course 1.9 kilometers down, not very deep. This other guy over here, whoop, get on there. There we go. 7.4 kilometers down, and that was actually from yesterday at 22:49. So we're not going to worry about that guy. Let's work our way down here a little bit and check out Astja and that area. And again, we don't see anything in the Astja area at all. So that is fairly quiet. And as we go over here to this other guy, I don't see anything over there either. And then we slide back over Bardabunga. There we go. Bardabunga. I'm not close enough to Bardabunga. Let's get closer. Right into the crater, I guess. Yeah, right into the crater. There we go. 4.6 kilometers down. 2.3 at 9:30 this morning. And let's grab that other guy that was over here. 1.3. And that's going to be really interesting there. That was from yesterday at 1903. 10 or just about 11 kilometers down for that one. 1.3. So all good so far, not a biggie. So that one is fine. Moving on a little bit, kind of halfway between Ketla and Hekla. We do have this spot here, a couple of them, and not sure what's going on out there. Depth 1.1 and the strength of 2.1 at 4:27 a.m. A lava truck. Yep, we're gonna have to. I'm still working on the submarine, but the lava truck might be a good one too. And here's this other one, 1.1 kilometers down, and it's a 1.1 at 4:30. This is a little makes you go why so shallow? They're not very far down. So not really in any particular area that would make you think that it should go. Mind you, looking at the terrain here, this could have been a past larger volcano, but this is Reykjanes Reykjanes. I hope I said it right. Anyway, that's over there, and all happy with that so far. I don't see anything else up further north here, and so let's get into our meat and potato stuff down here. The Reykjanes, let me get my mouse in the right spot here. The Reykjanes Peninsula, of course, is what we're looking at, the city of Reykjavik. And over here is Keflavik, the airport, Keflavik, a town, Reykjanesbær, and Yardvik. And as we move down and rezoom down here a little bit, and that's Grindavik, and you have the Blue Lagoon and the power plant right there. So that's all good there. We don't see anything on this side right now as far as quakes, but we do have a bunch of quakes right there, a swarm. And this is interesting, and let's zoom in. We'll have a look at these first, and we'll go from there. And anyway, that's not the one I wanted to hit, but that one was actually from yesterday. Come on, I want to get that big one. There we go. Pardon me. 3.4, and that happened at 1809, and that was actually yesterday. And yeah, how come that we didn't see that yesterday on the chart? Anyway, 7.1 kilometers down, and that is a 3.4, a pretty strong quake for right in there. These other ones here, also yesterday's, a lot of shaking going on. 210, 7.1 kilometers down on that guy. This other one here, also 7.1 kilometers down, and that is pretty wild to see. And hopefully it's telling us something is happening. 6.6 kilometers down was yesterday at 1817, and all of these, like, I'm surprised that we didn't see these yesterday on the maps. And we do have a lot of earthquakes in there, all in that one little area. So right inside the lake or underneath the lake. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the lake is going to have an eruption in it. Definitely still quite a ways down, 6.3 kilometers, a matter of fact. This was one of the ones from today already, 53 minutes after midnight, 2.1. And then, of course, I think he had friends here at 3 minutes after midnight, 1.5. And then there's more out here in the middle of the lake, 1.8 at 15:57 at 7.8 kilometers down. So a long ways down yet, but there are a lot of quakes there. So we definitely have something going on as far as that swarm. And in a way that can be good news, in a way that can be bad news if we want a Ragnar to go. But let me try to explain something. Now we did see a little plume of smoke on Ragnar's rim. I'm wondering if it's getting reheated from underneath. And that would be something spectacular for us. Anyway, this one was from yesterday at 17:36, 5.4 kilometers down on that 1.3. So I just want to zoom out a little bit here for a second, and I'm going to get on the other screen, get my whiteboard working, and let's see if we can. I use my crayons if Piggy hasn't licked them to death. Anyway, suspected magma chamber is, and hopefully this is going to work, somewhere around, oh, that's in red. I don't want red. I want yellow. I like mellow yellow. Okay, there we go. Suspected lava chamber, something like this. In that area. That's where we're contemplating that the magma chamber may be. And looking at the size of it, we know our volcano is right around here, right? So it could essentially pop up anywhere in here. Now, this being 6 kilometers down or 7 kilometers down, it's also the same depth over in these other areas. And that's why I pointed out that other photo showing what's going on there with that little bit of reheating and on Ragnar. And if that is in fact what's going on, if we've got hot material underneath there heating Ragnar up already, I don't know. Fingers crossed, you guys. All I can do is speculate. Again, the only thing we know is that the magma chamber has lava or magma in it. As far as what the experts are saying there, but as far as where it's going to pop up, that is what's going to be really, really kind of weird. We're going to see what happens in the future. So, hey, Sarah Miles renewed. Wonderful. And that is best wishes for Ragnar. And we hope so too, Sarah. And Sarah, I'm just going to write that down. Renewed member. There we go. And that is pretty interesting to see that in general. So if Ragnar ends up somewhere wherever he is, I may not be right on the spot there, but it's definitely within the zone, and it definitely can happen. Now, the fact that this is 6.5 to about 7 kilometers down here is where we're seeing the rumblings. That you can very easily have that magma move and go sideways. So there could be some really, really neat stuff going on there in our near future. So hopefully we will see something. Oh, okay. I'm gonna check something out here. I'll have to take a look. All right. Somebody just sent me a video, and it is indicating that there is a dark smoke down in the bottom of Ragnar. And if that is the case, that is a sign. And all right, I'm just gonna take a real quick peek here. Oh yeah. Yeah, unfortunately this is somebody else's video, so I can't show it right now. I'd have to get permission first. But what I am seeing is smoke coming out of Ragnar. I can put that link in here real quick, and you guys can have a look. There is some smoke there, and okay, paste, and there's that link. You guys can have a quick look. That's Sid's drone video, and we're definitely seeing some, or no, it's not Sid, Savid, sorry, I'm SAVIDS, Savid's drone video. And that one is from May 1st, and that was already showing some smoke. So, and actually, if you look at it, you can actually see more smoke off-gassing. So you guys can go have a look at that video. It would probably be very interesting. Thank you for that 5-minute warning, Piggy. I got that. I'm going to try to do things here really quickly. We're good with this. I'm liking what we're seeing, and let's see, how close did I get with my spot? Oh, it moved, of course, because I zoomed in. But I'm probably close. Let's clear the whiteboard, and of course our volcano, if we zoom in a little bit, is right here, and that is where it's sitting. So that is what we see, and hopefully this is a precursor or some good news that we may have some reignition of Ragnar or something else in the future in that area. So I think that's happy news for today, you guys. And hopefully we will see something. I mean, I would be a lot happier if we actually seen lava in Ragnar again, but we can only do so much. If we go over to the other maps, we do see that we did have some activity here. This is that one at Bardabunga, and 2.3, and that was at 15:30 is the time. So it definitely had that activity there, and we've seen that other one over there as well. Nothing in the other spots, but definitely down here it showed a lot of activity right within the lake. Now there are also some hot springs down here, and those hot springs are always going and hot. So if the lava did go here and come out, it's got a pretty easy shot to get down to the water, and that would be pretty awesome. There's also trails and roads in here that you can probably get to things a little bit easier, and really interesting in my opinion. So and again, you guys can take a look on your own there, and this would be Earthquake 2 or Earthquake 3 as far as the maps. So it's Earthquake, Earthquake 2, and Earthquake 3 are the 3 different maps if you want to do a little bit of comparisons, and I'm happy about what we're seeing. Anyway, it is just about break time, and while we're talking about that stuff, I'm going to throw our wonderful Ragnar day 49 which was May 7th, by the way. And of course, May 5th, we didn't have one. May 6th was unfortunately, that was when Bree passed away, so we didn't have one there either. But we did have this other one from May 9th, so we can watch that, and it is a beautiful show from Ragnar at that point in time. Turn that music back on. There you go. And that should be working, and hopefully everything is working so far. So if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't hit that like button yet, and you are enjoying the show, please do hit that like button, and let's see if we can get those likes way up. Also, if you're new and you have not yet subscribed, do consider hitting that subscribe button if you feel we've earned that. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I am going to take a 5-minute break. So keep smiling, everyone. Welcome to Russell and Cookster and Rusty. And let's see, who else did I miss in there? We got Cookster, we got Rusty Bolts, and we got Russell. Yeah, okay. I don't think I missed anybody else. If I did, I'm sorry, but I'll get you later. I promise. And okay, I'm going. Break time. I'll be back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on, and I'm gonna turn that volume down on the wonderful music there, and we'll stop that. Poof. Okay. So, yes, flashlights, absolutely. That was back when Theater Hill was the place to be, and definitely a lot of them. And thank you, Kate and Trev and Paul and Grandma B and whoever else. Anyway, beautiful scenes from day 49 there. So be back in a bit. Okay, Kananaskis country, welcome. And DJ's also here. DJ who? I don't know. Thanks, Kevin. And yep, definitely lots of flashlights up there on up on Theater Hill, and that was pretty awesome to see. Of course, Theater Hill is probably buried up to about here now, and about that level, so not as much sticking out as what we see. A heck of a lot more lava in that foreground. So. Let's see. All right. Anyway, yeah, we like what we're seeing, but you know, getting back to what the discussion was here about Iceland and what is happening is it's quite interesting to kind of visualize what we're trying to figure out where the magma is going to come up. The fact that it has magma or activity to that degree going on is a really, really good sign. I'm trying to get myself back to the other map here. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to hit. Let's try that one. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to do. So if we do in fact get a magma popping up somewhere in that area, the entire area here, it would be nice. It would really be nice if it did happen right where we want it to be, and that is in Ragnar. Now, having seen a little bit more smoke coming from Ragnar, that tells me that the pipes are heating up, and if that is it, Dr. Fox, is it climbing? And I would have to say yes, because of the rumbles, and that is something, you know, with movement and pressure being developed in certain areas, we're going to see a bunch of swarming. Now, as far as we don't know yet if this is one of the places where it's really pushing up, or, you know, is it going to go over here by Kalir? Like the original consensus was always that it was going to happen here, and then when they seen that and they thought, okay, that big swarm there, and then it's going to come down, and then they thought it was maybe going to happen down here somewhere in this not creaky area, right? And it didn't happen there, and then all of a sudden it shifted, and we had earthquakes everywhere along here, and then it popped out right there in Geldingadarler. And if that is the same scenario, we know the path is there. If the magma is hot enough, it could pop up and out in this area. This has not had an eruption for years and years and years, like decades, literally, if not more. So, you know, the lava is like anything else. It's going to try to take the path of least resistance, and that is what it's going to look for. And we're hoping that if there is enough pressure there, that yes, Geldingadarler is the place where it's going to come up, and we are going to see a reactivation of Ragnar. And as you know, you've seen with many other volcanoes, They can lie dormant for a year, 2 years, 5 years, and then reactivate out of that very same volcano. So, it's not unheard of by any means, and always an interesting concept to see and get our heads around. And time is what we need. Time will tell, and it probably won't take too long to see what's going to happen in our wonderful area here. And I really do hope it reactivates Ragnar. I don't really want to see anything open up underneath the lake, because that will really cause some issues. If it pops right out in the bottom of the lake, we're going to have some big bangs. And I am talking about huge explosions until that lake is completely gone. And you're going to see a massive hole here. So let's hope that it does decide to come up in some other place like Ragnar, and be really cool. And I would like that. Yeah, because this is all very full of I guess some of these areas here, this is not very cold water. And then, as I was saying, I do believe these are the hot springs down here. I don't know if we can zoom in, but yeah, apparently there's supposed to be some kind of hot springs or geysers or something, and people have gone in and looked at them or bathed in them. I don't know what they're doing over there, but that is what those things are. And that is interesting, and it's not that far away from the ocean. What we can see here when we're looking at this area is this is all old lava flows from previous times. Some areas higher, some areas not as high. And of course, I had definitely driven down that highway several times, and we do have some video footage of what it looked like there before. So we'll kind of have to compare. If it does pop out from there and go this way, we'll be able to see what it looks like before and after. So really awesome, really cool, you guys, and I am liking it. Metal rules. Greetings greetings, Earth creatures. Okay, welcome, Metal rules. And awesome. Okay, let's carry on to other volcanoes around the world. Let's go to this one first, I guess, São Jorge, because that is the other one that we're thinking is going to do something in the future, not too far in the future though. And let me realign that screen a little bit. That was what it was like there right now, or at 23:46 was the time of that picture, and that looks not bad. But we do have that one. Oh, I know why I left it on there. Because this one does have the daily time lapse, and we can do that and actually see what the day looked like. So this is what they basically had for their day today out there at São Jorge in the Azores. And if you guys want to go there, it is spotazores.com, and that will appear on the other screen there as well when we look at the other shots. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. I gotta recenter that when I do a capture on it next time. I'm off a little bit, but we're not missing much on the other side there, just a tiny little sliver anyway. So yeah, a little cloudy, a little rainy, and lots of guys scooting back and forth there. No big ships right now, but I'm sure there'll be one parking there very shortly. Seems they got lots of stuff going on. Anyway, that's the day's video from them. And of course, these are the other shots. We'll get it back to the other one there. And that's our little cove. You can see the occasional white cap come in here, so you know that the seas are a little bit rougher today for them. Yeah, there's another one. And it's definitely a little choppier, a little windier. Of course, that is the harbor cam. Horrible picture with all that light in there. Not sure. You can barely see the lights from Pico Island. And that is because we got so much bright light in the foreground, unfortunately. Let's have a quick look at their earthquake map. And this is where I want to switch back. There we go. And that shows you again. I particularly don't like this map because of they keep stacking everything right on top of everything else. But we did have some brand new quakes there, 2218 for this 1.6, and there's another one hiding underneath there. No, that was 2 days ago. I'm trying to get to it. It's in underneath there. No. We'll try this one over here. 1203, 1.9. And there were several others, but they're buried in this wonderful mess here. 3:25 a.m. Today for another 1.9. What is this guy here? 4:23, another 1.9. And this guy here from yesterday, not going to worry about him. But they have had some activity there, a little bit more than before. So I'm just looking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see if we scroll down, 5, 6, 7, 7 earthquakes showing on here, and ranging from, I guess, about 1.5 to 2 almost. Yeah, very close to it. So that is what they're seeing there. This guy here, they're saying northeast. This is that one that's up in the top, and whoop, there we go. And 11:57. That was on the 3rd, though. I don't know why they're showing that one. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go take a look at the other map just to confirm things. I did refresh it earlier and did a count on what we've got in there. So if we zoom in a little bit, it's 3, 6, and 9. There we go, 9 quakes showing on that map. That's the one that is off to the side. And if we go down, we can see the whole list right here. And definitely looking at some of the depths, they don't really indicate depths, but this one 17 kilometers down, the other one 20 kilometers down. So those are fairly deep. I'm not sure if that is any indicator of magma movement or something pressuring up. I want to have a look at that, and no, I don't want that. Why does that do that? Always an ad. I don't want the ad, I just want the picture. There we go. There's your 2 deep quakes down here, and of course your other ones up top. So it looks like, actually it looks like, what do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We may be missing one somewhere, but that's what we're seeing. James, or Jed, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. And that is kind of cool to be able to see that. And this is, you know, it being way down. These are lower than most of the ones that we've seen. So I'm assuming that we're finally going to get some lava movement upward, or magma movement. We'll see what the next ones are, if they're up and moving upward. You know, these ones down 20 and 17 kilometers. If we see the future ones coming up somewhere in between the 10 and 5 kilometer area, that would be a really good indicator that we've got some upward movement and in those areas. So that's Sao George for you. Pardon me. And that is out in the Azores. And we will leave that one be. And we will carry on. And let's see what this guy brings. That is Popocatépetl. And let's see, where's my Popocatépetl? They all look alike. There we go. It's a volcano. And that is not a bad view. 1853 their local time. We definitely see it smoking, off-gassing. Scott Hartman, welcome. And let's see if we go to the other views. Hey, there's a nice shot. The big old sun shining upon Popocatépetl. And I think I am actually going to take a screenshot of that. And that looks pretty awesome. And grabs boxes and runs. What are you grabbing boxes? Oh my God, where are you going with them, Arizona Snowman? Oh boy. Twinkies. Twinkies! Oh boy. You guys. Uh-oh. It was an evil ploy, Arizona. You lost your recliner now. That's a sneaky piggy. Anyway, beautiful Popocatépetl, and there's the other angle of it as well, and we do like it, and it's nice looking. And of course, this is Fuego di Colima, and that is south of Guadalajara, also in Mexico. So don't confuse this one with the other Fuego, which we again can't see. Or can we? Oh, we did see it early in the morning. I did peek at it once, and we'll get to about there where we can see it. And actually, I'll see if we can move it ahead just a little bit. There we go. And that was Fuego, and that is, of course, down in Guatemala. And as you see, it is pluming out some dirty, dirty, dark ash, and doing its thing. 5-minute warning. Gotcha. Thank you, Kate. And appreciate that. Okay. What's going on there? Uh-oh. How come is there an ouch? I can imagine what? Oh, okay. To the Twinkie layer. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Just looking at the chat here, you guys. It's hilarious with what's going on. All right. Be nice. Enjoy those Twinkies. And we did have a few more puffs from Fuego, of course. After that, this is 6:36 a.m. by the way, so it got up early and did its thing before the clouds got in there and covered us up, and then we couldn't see anymore. But definitely doing its thing. Let's have a quick peek at the other ones, and this one is Tolica. Unfortunately, the smoke is blowing right at the camera, so we're not going to be able to see Tolica today. And this picture is stuck on May the 3rd, so not able to get a new picture there. And I tried refreshing, and unfortunately, Masaya in Nicaragua is hiding what it's doing. It could be in full-blown eruption, and we have no idea. Anyway, let's just put it on that sunshot for a second, and we'll sneak around to other places in the world real quick. Ooh, the crane is up, but hey, where's my picture? There it is. It's all fuzzy and foggy, hard to see what's going on there, but that is Sakurajima, and before the fog rolled in, this was kind of the view from about 3.5 hours ago, and that's what it looked like. So it wasn't too bad there, and then it got a little worse and worse and worse. And there we go. All right. Clicking on here, I'm going a little further, and you see it starts to get really, really foggy. Let's go to our long-range shot. Hey, the ice cream boat is there. Hurry down and get your ice cream. If the screen is moving, yeah, clock's working. So hurry and run and get that ice cream before Piggy gets it all. And of course, I know Piggy is just right after that. W Tuck, welcome back, and nice to see. What? I see a black screen. Black screen? There's no black here. Nighttime is black, but this is what we're seeing right now. And I'm thinking Piggy got her ice cream. Yeah, there. It's Piggy and her ice cream. Definitely having some dinner. Daryl R is also in the house. Welcome, Daryl, and Richard Lapointe, and welcome, you guys. Okay, I think watching a volcano erupting live footage is better than this. Yeah, we'd love to have one erupting live, and that definitely is better. I have to agree completely. Unfortunately, if you've got one somewhere that we've got cameras that we can look at, that'd be great. But unfortunately, I am not the volcano god, so I can't do that. No, wrong ice cream. I got the Piggy one. Oh, you got that other one. But that was you eating it. Hang on. I'll see if we can find that one. Probably not right now though. Yeah. Okay. Let's carry on though and look at the other ones. Mount Fuji doing its thing, and we don't see anything over at ASO because it is very cloudy and foggy and raining there. And of course, hard to see anything out there at what is it? Suwanosi Jima. That's the name of this one. And unfortunately, pea soup is what comes to mind. So leaving that alone, I'm going to put you back onto our wonderful lava flows that we were watching earlier from day 49 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. While I go sneak off for a break, and after my break, of course, we will have the bacon seeds, and then we'll continue on with everything else. What happened? There's my music. All right, we'll get the tunes back on, and okay, say hi to 3. All you got to do is say hi, everyone. That covers them all. And let's get that moving. And all right, I'm going to leave it there. Don't go away, you guys. Bacon seeds when I come back, and we will let you watch this. If things happen to move here or I speed it up, don't worry. It's just me doing its thing. So keep smiling, and I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on, and of course this thing is showing me all kinds of ads now. That'll drive me crazy too. Okay, so what we are seeing, of course, on the screen, because we don't have any close-up views of any real nice volcanoes anywhere, we are going back in history and looking at some of the older footage of Ragnar in between time, and doing a little reminiscing. Some people may not understand that, but the stream here, the VolcanoX stream, is definitely live right now, and that is why it's called a live stream. And we report on all kinds of different phenomena that are happening around the world, and hopefully that is a little bit better understood if we put it that way. Anyway, let's carry on to other volcanoes, and of course the next one that we had on the list, and I want to make sure that it is up and running before I turn it on. And I'm looking for it. Why am I not seeing it? There it is. And that is also not erupting, unfortunately, but that is a Taal. And there you go, a bunch of clouds hanging right over the lake. And that is, we haven't got to Kilauea yet, and that is what we're seeing there. Actually, we're going to go to Bacon Seeds right now, and then we're going to go... we can take a look at Kilauea as well. But bacon seed time, you guys. And I just wanted to shut that other thing off so we can see what we're doing here. Hey, there we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I hate to see it, but I think that's appropriate right now. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, bacon seed number one. So that is, yeah, camera shy. We'll leave it at that. Hey, C&D boy, good to have you on board. Also, I see Neil popped in. Welcome. And let's see, Brian, Rock Rail fan, as well as Jed popped in. Here's our next bacon seed, you guys. Looks wonderful. At some point, I'd like to hear anything, thoughts about a large Tonga eruption. Sorry if I missed on the other day. Okay, well, okay, any thoughts? Well, we'll, once we get over there, we'll have a look at it. Gonna do bacon seeds. Anyway, that guy looks like he's enjoying his day in the greens, and definitely a cute face. Let's move on, and here, this one is having buckets of fun. A little cutie in the bucket. I think we might have seen him before, but that's still a cutie in a bucket. I like it. So pretty awesome. And yep, pig picture slideshow time. You bet. It is a piggy in a bucket, and now there's, I don't think we ever seen this one though. That is Piggy all dressed up with her pearls and everything. How come they always have pink pearls? Just a question. Hey, Maria is here, just in time for bacon seeds. La Palma was good, but very destructive. Frangarel, yeah. Ragnar was a once-in-a-lifetime show, you bet. Here's our next little bacon seed. A little snuffler, and looks like he's got a happy smile on his face. Going, hey, you want to take a picture of me? Sure. Here's my good side. And we got one more. And there. This is a sand pig. Actually, you know, he could almost get away as being a calf or a bear or something. But that looks pretty neat. I thought that was kind of nice. And let's see, where do we want to go next? We had a look at, actually, we want to look at this picture for a second here. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for nice pictures, and that is, of course, that's Popocatépetl right now, and it is erupting, and the sun is setting. So, just thought we'd share that with you guys. Green acres, pigs, funny. Yep. So. And yeah, this is very, very cool. The sun sitting right at the top of Popocatépetl, lighting it up or silhouetting it, if you will. And very, very nice. All right, I'm going to take another snapshot there, and there we go. And thanks for the seeds, Piggy, absolutely. And Kate, you're absolutely right. She does a wonderful job and always supplies them. And thank you kindly, Piggy, for contributing to the show. We love it. Okay, so a beautiful shot from Popocatépetl, but we do need to carry on. And I'm hoping that camera there cuts back down. I'm going to take one more screenshot, and then we will carry on to other fine places, and we will have a look at Semeru and see how it is doing. And unfortunately, Semeru is in the clouds, and let's see if we can find an earlier time where it wasn't quite so cloudy. And it was off-gassing a little bit. There it is, right there. This was a little bit earlier today, but their time, of course, 5:43 a.m. And you can kind of see what's going on there, throwing out some wonderful, wonderful stuff coming out of it. Why is that stopped? No. Does it stop? No, it's still going. And it's hard to tell. It's quite a distance away from it, so very difficult to see it progressing. And I think they had a problem with their camera or something as far as the data flow. But that looks not so bad. And let's see. I'm going to just check and see if they had the other one back up here. I don't believe they did. No. So we're not going to see anything on Krakatoa today, unfortunately, because they're not showing it. Let us move over. Why is that so glitchy? That is weird looking. I'm going to see if we can get over there to Merapi, and yep. There we go, Merapi, but that's not the shot I want. I think that might be this one. Nope, we got to do this again. That's the close-up. I have it ready to go here somewhere. That's not that one either. No, darn it. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to look at the screen of this. No, not that way. Not that way either. My God, what am I doing? Okay, we'll get rid of the other stuff in the back for now. Anyway, that's Merapi. It's doing its thing. I'm going to have to redo my stuff here. It's confused it a little bit. I see Leo Carlson also popped in. Welcome. Cananesca's country is back, and good to see you there. And let's see, did I miss anyone else real quick here? Just checking. Daryl, we got, and I think that is most of us, and Jed is here as well. And yeah, Jed, with that question about what's my opinion of what's going on with Tonga. Well, we'll take a look at it in a few minutes here when we get to the maps. Anyway, not too much happening there. I did have a couple spots where I kind of wanted to see, and we see the lava flowing down the hill Why is this just not working right here? I should be able to get this better. Let me, I'm going to split the screen and just see if I can set that up while you guys watch that lava flow down the hill for a second. And yeah, that was baking from 1:45 a.m. their time. So that's what we were seeing. And let's close that one off. No, I'm trying to fix things up here so we can see it properly, and hopefully it will work. There we go. And no, not that guy. Ah, there. All right. I think I've got it fixed up so we can do this a little better now. I knew I had the right stuff loaded. It's just takes time to get it set in the right places. And if we go back in time a little bit more, we can see a few more spots where we had some reasonable eruptions. It's been doing some pretty hot stuff for a little while, like right here. You can definitely see the bacon sliding down the hill, and this was just after midnight their time, and that looked pretty cool. Actually, I think it threw out material a couple of times consecutively, fairly quick, and I thought that was pretty awesome to see. It flowing down the hill and lighting up the world as usual. So, but making a new son of Hunga Tonga? I don't think it's making a son of Hunga Tonga. I think the hole is too big. That's got to be a pretty big blast crater down there in Hunga Tonga, and you know, after you can look at what's left of the islands there, there wasn't a heck of a lot of it left, and that caldera would be a lot larger now than it was before. But anyway, that looks pretty good as far as bacon flow. And if we move it ahead a little bit, like I said, I thought there was a second eruption or burst. Yeah, there is too. There it is, just popping out and giving a little bit more lava to flow down the hill. And I'm just advancing it 5 seconds at a time here, otherwise it'll take way too long. That stuff isn't flowing as quick as it was the other day. So that's what we kind of seen at Merapi, and I don't think we need to worry about the other ones. There was smaller eruptions, the same kind of thing earlier on as well, and of course clouds in the area which kind of mess things up. But you can still see up here the caldera, or whatever you want to call it, up top here, its primary vent. That one isn't showing so much coming down on this side, so it's all going off on the other side. That other vent would be on the back side of this. So that's kind of what we're looking at. And anyway, we'll leave that guy be. Let's I'm just looking at time. We'll go over to Hawaii, and actually that's not the Hawaiian picture I wanted. Get it? Okay, there's Hawaii, and just switched, and let's see if we can find the right one. There we go. Anyway, Hawaii definitely looking pretty cool. That was from 1:51 a.m. This morning. Looking at the way things are shaping up here, our toe, if we want to call it that anymore, is definitely reshaped itself. We know it's got a bigger wall on the back now. We have more activity right out front in our lava lake, and of course we're not seeing a big flow coming in here. Otherwise we'd see some lighter colors in this area, so it's fairly slow flow. Gonna refresh that so we see what it looks like right now. and that is it right there. And the lava level has dropped just a few inches, or a foot or two. I don't know, that's probably a foot or two. And you can definitely see how this has built up and created literally something that would look like the start of a hornito. But you know, I can't resist this though. Hang on, I can't resist. I'm bound by virtue of being crazy, so I have to do something here. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, on here. There. And there. Alright. And, I don't know. That's good for eyes? It's got eyes, you guys. Okay, never mind. All right, get rid of my eyes. Okay, carrying on. Let's go to our next shot. 1:55 a.m. Hawaii time that's what it looked like. If we refresh to now, very smoky situation. Amazing to see all that steam coming off of the really high area up here. And that kind of makes a person wonder, what the heck is going on? How come we're steaming off the edges? There must be a lot of heat down there. And that is a kind of thing. Oh, Dr. Fox, don't look like I will need a bail money anymore. Heard the rooster. Oh, you haven't heard the rooster for a week. Well, that's because your neighbor had it in the pot, cooking it. Oh, never mind. I didn't say that. I retract that statement. Here's our other view from the other side of the caldera, and that is what it is looking like at the wee hours of the morning. And we'll refresh that and see what it is now. There we go. And pretty awesome. We can see that the level is definitely lower. And out here, still definitely doing its thing. You know, the Pig Island, as they call it, it's right behind it, a lot of smoke. And I noticed a lot of steam or smoke around the edges, and that is fascinating. These areas down here, I can understand. We got hot lava interacting with older lava, but up in the higher elevations in the back, that's not being hit by lava. And why is that smoking like that, right? There's still got to be a lot of heat in there. Anyway, we do see the other points that were smoking pretty bad. This is the feeder right there. There's a lava tube inside. In this area, of course, this is where our hornitos are that are actually kind of sort of feeding that whole area. And if we look at the thermal real quick, that is from, again, in the wee hours of the morning. There you can see the wonderful hornitos I was just mentioning. And of course, the spots where the lava is making its journey through the tubes from this hornito here. We also still note that we're very bright in color over there, as well as over on the other side. So we definitely have extra lava flow to those areas. And let us get over and have a look at earthquakes. And I'm not sure if I'm on the right earthquake map. I have to find my earthquakes. Yeah, I am. Okay, and we will actually take a peek at an earthquake before we get to Hawaii. There's one that just popped up, and I'm curious about it. And of course, it's always the big red dots. And this one is over in the Philippines, and they're having a bunch of going off there. So this one here, 5.3, 68 kilometers down. If we zoom in a little bit more, this one here is also from today at 2:21 a.m. their time. and that was a 6.0. That's a little bit bigger, and definitely would be noticeable. Another 5.0, and that one is also from 1354, and some more activity there, and definitely 5.1 from 4:37 a.m. So a little swarm there, and that is always interesting. Anyway, let's get back to Hawaii. Hawaii's earthquake map, because it's not working off of that other USGS site for me. I'm using this one instead, and it seems to work. Of course, just looking around real quick first, don't see anything new over here. We do have this older one from the 3rd, and not going to worry about that. We do see these ones here, and come on, you can click on it. 2.2, 14 kilometers down, 8 a.m. For that guy, and 12:06 for this guy, 13.6 kilometers down for that 2.5. Whoop, a little too far out. Let's get back into the Pahala area, and offshore we have this guy here, a 1.7, happened at 17:31, 30 kilometers down. This guy here, 2.3, 33 clicks down, 6:08 a.m. And this one, 16:21 was the time, 31.6 kilometers down, and 1.9, and not overly big. This one's a little bit bigger, 2.9, 31.7 kilometers down. That actually happened yesterday at 22:03. And this one is 2.0, happened today at 6:43 a.m. and that is all right. And this one here, 1.7 and 32 kilometers down, 18:50. That was from yesterday though. And right there is another one, 2.6. And that was on the 5th here at 9:44 a.m. 32.5. Dyslexia strikes. Here's a 2.1 from yesterday. Not going to worry about it. This one is from today, 2:08 a.m. 34.8 kilometers down for that 2.3. We move over a little bit, 1.9 at 2:57. And here's a newer one, 1.8, and 17:50 was the time on this one, 31 kilometers down. A couple more here from 9:41. So they are definitely getting a lot of shaking going on for that 2.5, 1.7 there from today as well, 35 minutes after midnight. That's from yesterday. This one here is from today at 14:27. So pretty cool to see all those extra ones. We're going to have a look at that in a second. I want to see what's happening in Mauna Loa, and of course Mauna Loa is doing its thing here. This one 2.5 kilometers, and that is above sea level, so it would have been very close to the surface up here, and it's a 1.8. This guy here from yesterday, and that was 3.7 kilometers down at 20:42. Yeah, let's check this out before we go. There's our Kilauea, by the way, and this is the interesting little thing that we're looking at, a mini swarm, if you want to call it that, from yesterday. That one at 2.2, this guy at 2.6, and I think they're all from yesterday. Yep, it looks like it. 1.4 there, and oh, that didn't work. 2.0, and this guy here. Oh, why does it keep zooming in on me? It's almost like it wants to. And so they're all from yesterday, and kind of neat to see that little batch right there. All right, let's get back into where we are. There is Kilauea's crater, of course, and a caldera within a caldera within a caldera, and we like doing that. Here's your research center slash observatory right there, and that's where some of the cameras are located. And of course, the vantage point for everyone else is out here somewhere, and they go looking at the wonderful stuff down here in the crater. So that should be it for Kilauea, and I think we're good. We're overdue for the break, and I am going to not worry about that. I'll zoom this back out, and yes, I will put the other stuff back on in a second. I'm just gonna get that lined up, and I need to get on the right spot. We'll get that working and get this clicked over here, and slide that down and click there, and turn the music back on. Click here, and that should give you some music, and that is perfect. All right, so we got it going, and yes, this is old footage from day 49, just so there is no confusion for anyone. And anyway, for those good people who are here, if you are enjoying the show, by all means do hit that like button. I see we're only at 80, and hoping that we can push that up over 100 before the show ends, and that would really, really be nice. So give it a shot if you haven't done so already. Would really enjoy that. Also, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying it like Don Arnold is, aloha Don, then of course you would subscribe just like he has. So that would be awesome. And aloha Don, good to have you on board. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am going to take a break, so please don't forget to hit the like button and make me happy, and I'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on. While the volume is down, in between tunes, I'm going to shut that down, and we will carry on with looking for other volcanic stuff happening in the world. And let's see. Piggy says welcome back, as well as Sue Hayes and Leo Carlson. Thank you guys. Do like that. What's the good question? I wonder where the lava would flow first if our boy did go off. That actually is an interesting question. I wonder too if it would flow into Geldingadar, or if it would flow back down into Meridaljer. Either or, it would be kind of neat, no matter what. And thanks, Kananaskis Country, and Sharon Stewart. Thank you for letting me know the music is off. Yeah, okay. That is all good. Anyway, I don't know why that thing is flipping back and forth. I guess they had the issues with the camera wanting to pop back over to a night vision. But anyway, let's go looking for other volcanoes around the world and see what is happening with some of the other ones. And of course, I wanted to pop back out to Taal, and of course, just in time for a commercial. Why not? Skip that ad. And hey, that isn't what I wanted. Okay, a commercial was on my other thing here, so not a biggie. At least we got rid of it. Taal's looking pretty short, and it is calm, it is quiet. We're not seeing a heck of a lot going on there. The other one that we haven't looked at here today yet is our wonderful Stromboli. And speaking of Stromboli, anybody see Kim anywhere? Anyway, Stromboli isn't very active right now, not as active as it was in the past. I think we've got some heavy cloud in there, and we're not able to see anything. And if you look down here, that's the thermal, and we do see that the thermal cam is working, just not showing anything. This is the other thermal up here. And again, very, very poor visibility. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any kind of a picture out of Stromboli today. And we'll throw... Oh, hang on, maybe we will. Color me wrong. There we go. It is actually throwing something up. And wow, impressive. Right on cue. Make me look foolish. Anyway, there it did. And was a nice little burp there from Stromboli. And we know it's still going. So, yeah, awesome little fountain. And that is kind of neat. And of course, this is to lure the other ones out of the woodwork. You don't know anybody who likes those things, do you? I do believe they call that a Stromboli. And, okay, never mind. I don't see him. Kim's not here, is he? I didn't see Kim here at all today. Not yet, anyway. Best Stromboli ever. Made by real Italians. And, yeah, it is yummy. And anyway, that is Stromboli in Sicily / Italy. It's actually out on its own little island there, and it is definitely continuing to be active. And all right. Okay, where else are we going? We had a look at Stromboli, and we want to look at... I think I want to try to... I didn't redo the pictures for Alaska, so let's see if we've got anything new in Alaska. And let's see. Where's my Alaskan ones? These ones here. All right, so this is our friend Semi, and of course that is the shot right now, and this is the video of the day. We'll see what it looks like as we go through it together here. And yeah, you can see some clouds, you can see some light, some mountain, and you can actually see the volcano. And it is continuing to smoke and off gas, so that is awesome. And if we go back a couple of spots here, you can actually see right there, you can see very well that it is definitely smoking. And wow, did they ever lose a lot of that snow? That is wonderful to see, and cool. All right, so that is semi, and this, of course, I'm gonna have to redo that one. Last 12 hours, there we go. There's our alien eyes, by the way. Normally we didn't see them when I was doing it beforehand, so I figured we'll show it with the alien eyes. That's always cool. Not so good visibility there at Great Sitkins, but you can see it. It is out there, or at least on the bottom portion of it. So that's all cool. And then we go over and have a look at the other Great Sitkins shot, and we'll see what that is. And that is a no joy. And of course, this was Pavlov yesterday, and we'll see what it looks like today. Right now, I'm not seeing too much, but we'll hit the go on the camera here, and there you go. That one is still very, very snowy, and you can definitely see it doing its thing. Still nice to be able to actually see the darn thing, rather than just snow clouds or whatever. There it is. And I'm not sure if it's actually giving a little bit of off-gassing up there or not. Hard to tell with these photos, because we are quite a distance away. It does look like it to me. So anyway, I will leave it there, and that is pretty cool. Hey, George Couto, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Kathy Pena, I don't know if I said that correctly, but welcome. Glad to have you here. And hopefully, yeah, aloha, hugs from my volcano. Your volcano? Oh boy. Which one is yours? Kilauea? I'm just curious. Anyway, that is pretty awesome to see. So I'll let us carry on, and we will see what else we can find. I find there's some really nice shots though that we can get off of our SO2 map, and we can probably throw that one on right now. I just wanted to pop you over to a different shot here for a second, and I'm just somebody who likes silhouettes and sunsets, so I'm taking another screenshot of that, since that is pretty darn nice. And that is Popocatépetl, by the way, if you didn't catch it before. But definitely a really nice picture. Something you could hang on the wall, maybe. And looks awesome, you guys. Okay, let us... where am I going? Piggy is going night-night. All right, Piggy, you get some sleep, and make sure you keep that brace on, and hopefully you will be good, and at least you can take it off and scratch and stuff if you have to. So, okay, see you tomorrow, Piggy, and thanks. I got the other email with the seeds for tomorrow too. Yes, Dad. All right, Piggy, you be good, and sleep well, pleasant dreams, okay? And happy bunny dreams. All right, we will carry on. What else did we want to look at? Yeah, we already looked at those. I don't need to see that. This is the other side of Popocatépetl. That is the sunset side. This is on the buffering side. I'm not going to worry about that. Fuego still in the clouds, so I'll leave it there for a second. We'll go back to Semeru. Semeru is definitely throwing out some material up top, but it is unfortunately got some clouds right in front of it. So definitely a plume going off at the top of that. And of course, the other one there is our friend Merapi, and let's see if I can get that up to date. Where the heck is Merapi's thing? They're so hard to find. Okay, live on Merapi. There we go. Gonna get it live. All right, there it is, and you can see Merapi is actually smoking quite heavy, definitely throwing up some billowing clouds, if you will. So pretty cool. And let us get over to the other SO2 map that I was just talking about. Just gotta find where my weather stuff is. There it is, in that folder or that scene. And let us get over to it. And I want to zoom in on these areas down here. This one here, of course, this is Sabancaya, and we will actually take a look at what the day's footage of Sabancaya reveals. And these are the plumes. It's actually not showing many shots from the day, so maybe what we'll do is we'll go back to the other camera and try that. If they got a few more shots. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, they do. All right, we're going to make that full screen and just slide it along here so we can see. That's in the morning, 7:13, and that's 8:12. 9:20, and there we go. We're seeing 10:30, that kind of thing. 12:12, and then at 20 after 1 in the afternoon is when it gave a bigger plume, and 2:30 in the afternoon, and that is 3:30 in the afternoon. So definitely some activity from Sabancaya. And we can get that off the screen and stop him and go back up and see if we can look at our other volcanoes that we wanted to have a quick peek at. Over here, of course, this is our friend Yasur, and since we have the daily footage here, we'll let it play. And that is pretty awesome to see it doing its thing, or cycling overnight and back into daylight. And we'll leave it right there. It's pretty cool. I like it. Lots of off-gassing, as well as we know there is lava, because when we're at the nighttime shots, you can definitely see the light lighting up the smoke. From the magma in the or lava in the dome. So definitely worthwhile having a look at. And I think that's about good. Boy, that's making some funky lines on there. Some fast moving wind currents here, I think. Something has changed, and that is pretty neat. Okay, while we're on this map, we might as well go ahead and go through it. And I think after this map, we'll have another quick look at the volcano map. But we'll do this first. So SO2 wise, North America looking really good as far as shape is concerned. We do still have down in Mexico a little bit of that stuff happening from Mexico City, as well as Popocatépetl, and I'm not sure where the other industrial stuff is coming from, but the other volcano, of course, that we worried about there is somewhere further up here. Hang on, we'll find it. no, never mind. I'm not going to go for it. It's going to take Guadalajara. It's close to Guadalajara anyway. And if it did go off and create some big problems, but I think most of this is industrial and just people pollution for the most part. If we slide down into the Central American areas, there's of course Guatemala, Fuego doing its thing there, and of course we have the other ones in. Well, we've got this guy here. I should have looked at him as well. Messiah. I think we did look at Messiah, didn't we? No. If not, I'm going to do it again. Big screen, shoot it forward, and yeah, we didn't look at Messiah. But that is Messiah doing its thing. And yeah, it's puffing away and creating some of that off-gassing, etc. So let me get rid of that though. And my map is going funky today. Look at all those wind currents. What do you think? Anyway, pretty weird. Oh, we've got our regular ones down here in Colombia and Ecuador doing their things. Seven Gaia doing its thing, as well as the industrial pollution from there. If we slide over and have a look down here, Ruapehu not doing too much, and of course with White Isle Volcano, that's no longer listed on here. It's that one is actually still off-gassing quite a bit. Melbourne and Sydney definitely producing a little bit of SO2, and of course Yasur is over here, and we wanted to talk about Tonga a little bit. So Tofua is here, and Tofua is definitely doing its thing. But as far as Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai, hey, thanks. Dr. Fox is no mechanic, but is a great man. Yeah, no, I are not a mechanic. Anyway, they're still showing the old stuff on this particular map. We know that this thing has been cut up, and there's very, very little left of either side, and that this area in the middle here, actually the caldera went all the way out to here, and I'm not sure what is going to happen in the future if there's any further build-ups down below. We haven't heard of anything bubbling up or doing anything in that sense, and it kind of makes a guy wonder what is happening there, or is there anything happening there? Has this explosion, when it took place, did it demolish it to the point where it's basically collapsed that vent and seal things up for now? And it's going to take a long time for that magma chamber to refill and rebuild underneath there, and that is a possibility. Irish Monk, I'm just writing that down, his membership renewal. So thank you kindly, Irish Monk. And that is pretty interesting though. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future in there, but we haven't heard of any rumblings right specifically below it. And that is what makes a guy wonder. And we'll see if there's something in the future. Anyway, these spots there, Yasur and his buddies are doing that. Going through here, of course Krakatoa on the end here, and then you have Merapi in the middle, Simaru down on this side, and this plume here is being caused by Luolotok, and this out here being caused by Ibu. And Ibu also has a friend out there, I can't remember his name. Starts with D. And of course, that is Taal Lake with Taal Volcano, which is pretty short. But the off-gassing in this area right now, though, is mainly because of population density. That's what we're looking at. Human pollution, for the most part, sliding up. We do see a little bit of coming off of Taiwan, but lots in China, and of course some of that as well in Japan. Not sure how much the Japanese is contributing to that. I'm sure they're getting their fair share from China, though. But they do have industrial pollution as well. Sliding up a little bit more, and we see this mess happening here. And of course, we know that Karimsky is in here doing its thing, and then he's got his other two friends. And I don't know if this is an actual shot. Yeah, this is one of the other volcanoes. Oh, this is the northern one. I'm surprised that they have it on there. I'm going to see what that looks like because I haven't seen it. Yeah, little tiny bits of gas coming off of there. And yeah, no fantastic plumes or anything like that, unfortunately. And that is the most northerly one. The other one, I don't know if they actually show Karimsky in there. No, they don't. Do they have that one in there? Distance, that might be this guy here. Ah, there we go. We found Karimsky. And we'll play that for the day here. And that is interesting. I've never seen it. And you notice how snowy it is? That is what it's like. And, you know, for something that's not shooting up a plume, though, it's sure giving off a lot of SO2. So it really makes me wonder what the heck it's doing. All right, I'll have to include that one in my new things to-do list. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, since the wind isn't moving so much, you see a lot more of those SO2 plumes are staying localized in the cities and stuff, which is kind of what's happening there. This has a little bit of wind, though, blowing that away. And in the Congo, DR Congo, we're not seeing any off-gassing off of our other buddies right there. This would be Erta Ale, and that is just a little bit adding to the soup that's already happening over here from industrial pollution and so on. And of course, this is Italy, and we do see what's going on there. Of course, Etna, and actually Etna looks like it's calmed down a little bit because Etna was right there. Doc never mentioned Irish, what? Irish monk. That is funny. Thank you kindly for that €5 super chat. I'm going to do just for you, I'm going to do a special just for you, Irish volcanoes. And we'll see what we can come up with. Thank you kindly for that wonderful €5 super chat. Anyway, so not as much coming off of Etna, but we are seeing more off-gassing, and I'm not sure if it's between Stromboli and Volcano, but that is where it would be coming from. I'm just curious about this camera shot. No, that is just the harbor area. It's not the actual thing. So that's what we're looking at, and that is going down into Africa, so not so bad. And of course, Piggy is getting some stuff from the areas up here, Budapest and that stuff. Istanbul has got some heavy industry up there, and I think some of that is sliding down. Also in Greece, they've got some major spots. Germany, not too bad. Poland's got a little bit more. Spain is really clear as far as SO2. Same with most of France. Ireland definitely is. That's probably because the Irish volcanoes are not erupting right now. At least we don't know if they are. Actually, I do have a question to support Doc's coverage of Irish volcanoes. Thank you kindly, Linda. And actually, I do have a question for Irish Monk. Do you have any hot springs in Ireland? Because I've never heard of that. Are there any hot springs in Ireland? And that is kind of the question. And thank you, Linda, for that wonderful $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. And Irish Monk is going to take a little bit to contemplate that, because that's a trick question. He doesn't know. Oh, we'll see what happens. And anyway, looking not so bad though in those areas. Yeah, weather map coming up in a second. And we are just taking a quick peek at Iceland. My bath leaks. Yeah, come on. Industrial SO2, nothing major coming up there. And we're going to move on to the weather, since apparently Arizona Snowman likes the weather map. And yeah, I'm liking the weather map today too. Somebody punch in the weather for Edmonton, and you'll see why. Anyway, looking at what we see here, warm, and that is absolutely nice. Looking at wonderful temperatures here in Edmonton, 20, I think 22 right now or something like that. So. Beautiful, a beautiful day. Looking at most of the United States, a lot warmer, a little bit out here in the Midwest, not so warm, but the rest of it looks pretty darn good, including going out here. And yeah, Michigan, all those areas, even into New York, 20 degrees or something earlier today. So pretty good. Even Maine is warmed up a little bit, not getting so much of that northern circulation anymore as the warmth is pushing up. Sliding down a little bit, we do see here Florida being really beautifully warm. Texas is kind of hot, and Mexico definitely heating up a whole bunch. And let's see, where the heck is that? Conditions for Nani, if I pronounced it, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy mackerel. That is nice there. Anyway, looking at the Congo, no, not the Congo, the Amazon, that's a different jungle. All right, Amazon looks not so bad. Nice day there. Humid though, I bet. And of course, up in Venezuela, they've got a little bit of a heat wave there, and then Colombia and Peru and those areas, still getting some nice stuff. Ecuador there and Peru. The further south you go, though, not so nice. Bottom end of Argentina and Chile, so that's kind of what we got there. We slide over, have a quick look at Iceland, see what the temperatures are looking like. Not as warm as I thought it would be, but that doesn't surprise me. It's nighttime there, so it'll warm up a little bit again tomorrow for them, and it seems that the Gulf Stream is not making it all the way up there. Hopefully they'll get some of that warm circulation. Ireland definitely is getting bombed out with the wonderful warm air, and getting warmer and warmer all the time. And of course here in Scotland and England, nighttime temperatures are not bad at all. Same thing goes for most of Germany and Holland and Belgium and Luxembourg and all those places. Very nice there. France is not too bad. Spain a little cooler, and I guess the hills and that kind of thing. Portugal having a nice night there as well. Sliding up here a little bit. Don't like this circulation here, but anyway, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Not the warmest, but down on the southern end of Sweden, it's a little bit more bearable, I think. And Helsinki, what have they got? 3 degrees right now. Stockholm is 7 degrees, so a little bit better. And Göteborg is a 6. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, that is kind of what we're seeing there. Piggy isn't here, so we can make fun of her warm temperatures. It's only 16, 17 degrees there on Kos today, and that is where Piggy lives, on that island. And she can't escape. That's the good part. Africa, of course, looking pretty hot, and we get into the Middle East, definitely some more heat. Same thing with India, Indian Ocean, and of course all the way down here in the Philippines and Indonesia and those areas. Very, very warm. And even if you take a look at Bangkok right now, 25 degrees Celsius. Speaking of Bangkok, we haven't seen Tony Flabby here for a day or two. I don't know what happened to him. Northern Australia is not so bad, but southern areas, a little bit on the cool side. New Zealand is still a little bit nicer, and up in the northern tips, 20 Celsius. So New Zealand looking not too bad. And out here in Fiji, it's not that bad. And those wonderful people of Tonga, where are they? They're here somewhere. And there's Tonga, and they are suffering from 25 degrees Celsius, 26 there, and 26 there. So horrible thing for those guys. I once melted in Tunisia, and only solidified back in Iceland. Okay. That's important. Anyway, I did say I wanted to pop over to the other volcano map just for a second, since I didn't actually look at it. I just got to find it. No, there's earthquakes. We didn't look at earthquakes on La Palma, and I wanted to make sure we hit that real quick. So I'm refreshing it, and we will just have a quick peek there. Nothing much going on. So for the 5th, we had a 1, and the other ones are on the 4th, and this one is on the 6th, that new one, and that is right there, 16 kilometers down in the old big caldera. So that is kind of I guess, I don't know if I want to call it an odd place, but it's nothing major. It's only 0.5, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I don't think we had anything else on the general consensus up top here. Let's see if that brings it up. These other two are fairly new, or are they? Yep. No, that one is old. This one is new. So we had the 3.3 and the 2.4 out here. So this one and this one are brand new, and this one is really, really new. That happened about an hour and 11 minutes ago, I guess. So that's cool. All right, regular earthquake map, and we're not going to worry about too much here. Just going to go over everything real quick. Seeing that these have not changed. Nothing in the Caribbean has really changed. If we zoom in just a little bit down here, Popocatépetl, everything's still red. Those guys are all good. Sangay and Reventitor, still all good. This guy, Sabancaya, still active. And Novados del Chilean, still red as well. Tofua, that is where that off-gassing is coming from in Tonga. And of course here, these are the bigger ones. They're 5.0. Ruapehu is showing here, but like I said, White Isle volcano is not. Yasur definitely still there, and everything here still red, which is pretty normal. Nothing major going on. Oh, hang on. I know. I see it. What happened? I clicked it 3 times. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. As I'm sliding through, I did it again. I clicked on it, you guys. I promise I did. It didn't switch. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Everything looks pretty normal. Nothing unusual, out of place in here. So, Al Sanchez, welcome back. And Doc, I thought he was clicking his boots. Yeah, isn't that 3 times and then you're not in Kansas anymore? When you click those heels together? Anyway, everything here looks pretty normal, you guys. And not going to worry about anything. This is what I was pointing at here. Caribbean, nothing new. And of course, there's Tofua. That is the off-gassing for Hunga Tonga. Well, Hunga Tonga isn't off-gassing, Tofua is. And there's Ruapehu and White Isle volcano not showing anymore. And then, of course, Yasur and his buddies, and then the Kilauea. Why is that one showing? Yeah, Kilauea right there. Oh, that's an earthquake underneath there. That's why. And Merapi and Semiru and Luolatok right there. And Batu is back on the map. Batu was gone for a little while. And Ibu up here. Ibu and his buddy Dukono. Abu and Dukono. But that's not where this swarm is, and this is kind of something I was going to look at earlier. They may end up getting a volcano there. Maybe. I don't know. Philippines, anyway. We have a bunch. These aren't overly big. 5.9 is the biggest one in that group, I think. Let me see. We get a little closer. 5.6, 5.9, 5.1, and 5.1, and then of course the little friend back there, 4.5. Yes, say hello to my little friend. Anyway, that's what we're seeing, and not too much else going on. We do see that little 4.7 that was out in the Philippines area. So that kind of gives you what the volcanoes are like. And just wanted to check up here at Kamchatka. So there's our 3 up in the top. Karimsky still doing its thing. And our Aleutian chain here of Pavlov, Great Sitkins, and Semi doing their thing. And sneaking back over here to Italy. And there's Etna, Volcano, and Stromboli. And then Campi. Campi is really interesting. Actually, I watched a documentary, or a video that a guy put up, and I should have bookmarked it, and I forgot to, and I got busy with a phone call and stuff. But they were talking about the possibility of, everybody talking about the Yellowstone National Park with the uplift and stuff like this, and the super volcano's gonna kill everybody and all this big hype and all that stuff. And then the guy in there, basically, he was kind of making fun of the guys that are saying, you know, it's going to kill the world and all that stuff. And but he was comparing the supervolcano status as far as the eruptions were concerned. And Yellowstone has had eruptions that were nowhere near considered to be supervolcano status style eruptions. It's actually the media that made Yellowstone a supervolcano, and that is something that is quite fascinating. But he put the thing together quite well, and I wish I would have bookmarked that for you guys. It would have been really nice. Anyway, everything looks pretty normal, and there's Sao George out there on the Azores, and of course Cumbre Vieja on La Palma. I'm going to leave that alone, and I'm not going to worry about those. I'm going to click back on our I clicked it. There it goes. Oh, Al Sanchez bought me a donut. Thanks, Al. I clicked it, and we're back on that weather map. And I wanted just to find the cold temperature of the day. I already seen a minus 71, and minus 71 I think is what we're going to get for today as our cold temp. The other area is over here somewhere, 67, 68. It warmed up a little here, I think. 68. No, maybe minus 71 degrees Celsius is all we're going to get today. And so we won't leave you too cold. But yeah, that's it right there. Minus 71 degrees Celsius. So please save a penguin, send them a blanket or something. Kathy says Yellowstone 7 years ago they asked 5 countries to take in evacuees, Mexico, North Africa, and we would mess up their culture. Australia said they are full, and left South America and Canada. Kathy, I don't think you need to worry about that. I doubt very much that we will get any type of major or super eruption coming from Yellowstone anytime soon. A matter of fact, if you take a look at the charts they had, and I wish I would have really bookmarked that video. I'll have to go back in my history here and see if I can find it later. But as far as, you know, when they're talking about uplift and stuff like this, yeah, they had a little bit of uplift, centimeter and a half a day, or sorry, a year, and then it subsided again. So you know, and it is still in the process of subsiding. It's not lifting up right now. The one to worry about more, if you want to take a look at some real neat uplift, is you go over to Italy and you go to Campi. Campi is one heck of a dangerous volcano situation, and that is just down the road from Mount Vesuvius. So Campi was, when it first went off, of course it was above water, and then it blew itself away, and it actually literally sank in the water, and then it actually rose up again. And they actually have structures or monuments that were submerged and then reappeared out of it. Okay, I am not worried. Being there 9 times long ago, it's beautiful. And yep, Kathy, I agree with you. It's a nice place. I haven't been there yet, but every year that passes makes the likelihood of a Yellowstone less likely, not more likely. Irish monk, that's exactly it. And that's basically what's happening with it. So Those are things to consider. More dangerous volcanoes, like I say, Campi in Italy, that would be a heck of a lot more dreadful than looking at that. And just to get back there for a second, and we'll just to point that out for those who aren't familiar with where it is. Let me get on that map, and this is Campi right there. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see exactly where it's located. And they have literally, they've got monuments that were in the water after the primary eruptions, what is it, 2,000 years ago or whatever, 1,200, 1,800 years ago. And this is Campi in this area. This whole area is basically Campi. That's a super volcano. If it ever blows, everything in this area would be gone. This, of course, Mount Vesuvius right there. If this goes, this would probably start going as well. So those are things to consider. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Those are my speculations and my hypotheses, not proven fact. So I'll leave that be. But that is something I personally think it's more dangerous there than of any super volcano eruption here. So I think we're pretty safe living in North America if you're there, and I wouldn't worry about it. That's the one by Naples is high stage of eruption possible. Not so much from Campi, but Vesuvius apparently has gone back up on the ratings, Kathy. And I wish Yvonne Kunkel was here, because she's our expert on Etna, and she will be going to Mount Vesuvius. And I think, what is it, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. So she'll be doing some measurements and stuff, and of course she's a volcanologist. That's what she does, right? So all good, and that is it for today, you guys. So to wrap things up, I'm gonna throw it back on here, and we'll let that play out a little bit. And of course that is our day 49 footage, and we'll let it play. And let's just make sure there's no commercials. Yeah, okay. And there were a couple of decent eruptions right away here, so let's just expedite it a little bit so it does get to an eruption, and that way everybody's gets their fill of lava for today. And we'll leave it there. You're gonna see it pop up. Anyway, I'm glad to have you all on board here today, and thank you very much to each and every one of you for being part of our wonderful lava family. And it is awesome to be able to do this show. So Frank McLeod, good night to you, and good night to everyone else. And I want to say a special thank you to Irish Monk and Linda Schuh for throwing in those super chats, and also for Irish and Kevin and Sarah for renewing their memberships. There might have been another one I might have missed, but I do thank you all. The members, of course, are the people in green. I do appreciate the support from each and every one of you for keeping that going. Also, big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and you guys do an awesome job all the time, so thank you kindly. And on those friendly notes, big thank you to each and every one of you, all the members of the Lava family. I do appreciate all of you, because without you, we wouldn't be here. So on that friendly note, keeping fingers crossed for Iceland, and hopefully we will see something happen in a few days. You know, you never know. It could be a couple of more weeks, but I'm hoping that we're going to see a little bit of the old kickstart of that wonderful volcano Ragnar, and hopefully things will happen. It'll be awesome. Turn that music back on, and we'll keep it down a little bit. Okay, so again, a big thank you to each and every one of you, and really do appreciate all of you being here. And on that friendly note, make sure, please, really, really make sure you tell your loved ones you love them tonight. For tomorrow is never promised. Tomorrow is 1 year that Bree has been gone. Just keep that in mind. Tell your loved ones you love them. Thank you. Good night, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oink, oink.